Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. We've got the light belt going on from the blinds here, but it is like ridiculously bright out there. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe I have to move a little bit. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Let's try to get everything situated so we don't have this just going through my face, but maybe it's just unavoidable. I don't know. The troubles with summer. I don't know. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick shout out to everyone who's here. So we already have some donations for the evening, but everyone who has donated thus far is kind of a what I call holdover, or someone who's just going to go at the very end because they are not here right now. They're not present. So I'm going to be timestamping those readings, and the first person to donate that's actually here, we will dive into your reading very first. But the first, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or so, we are going to pull one card for everybody who's here that wants one, and the magic number combination to unlock that I will give you in just a minute after I say hi to everybody. Hello, Cheyenne. Hello, Vicky. I know they're both not here, but hello anyway. We got Linda. Hello, Linda. It's been a minute. You're doing well. Robin Stinson. I haven't seen you for a while either. Amber's here. Hello, hello. Oh, and I'm going to turn that off so we don't have to deal with that the whole time. Mickey P, welcome. Welcome. We've got Damon. We've got Michelle Lynn, and Nellie's here. Hello, hello. And Jamie Wilson, Armani Coat. It's been a minute since I've seen that name around as well. So we are going to be using the Dolphins and Mermaids deck tonight. And the number for you to get yourself a free card will be, let's do 222. 222. Yay. Hello, Ethan. Hello, Tunisia 1994. All right, so Amber is the first 222. She had her trigger finger ready. And of course, like I always say, if it appears that I have skipped you, please just wait a moment, because the order I see things in and then the order I see them on the replay is sometimes vastly different. So just hold off until, if it appears I skipped you, just wait. I will do another roll call before we're done. To make sure I get everybody on the list. Okay, so we're starting with Amber. Amber, your card is right here. It is set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Don't settle for anything less than you deserve, Amber. All right, Linda H, let's get you a card. We already have one here. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. So something you've been waiting for, or just like, nothing's really happening. It's not working out. Have faith that it's all being set up behind the scenes for you, for your highest good, Linda. All right, Damon, it jumped. Let me get back up there where I was. Okay, we have 16 people in the house and 3 likes on the video. I really appreciate those likes, you guys. That really does help the channel. And every little bit of help we can get, we will take it. I am from Montana in the US. Okay, that was someone's question. Okay. So I lost my place completely, so I'm going to go back. So Damon, or Damon, I'm not sure how we say that. Let's get into it. Card for Damon. Ooh, we have consultant expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So this could be looking like, I don't know, something you need to do, but you don't have quite all the information. This could even look like you going online, Googling it, or asking someone if they know someone who knows something to get the answers you seek. Okay, so Michelle Lynn, let's get you a card. Ooh, we have helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. That's awesome. Yeah, someone wants to help you. Level up, level up, level up. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so up next, let's see. We have Nellie up next. Nellie's card, please, Spirit. Okay, we also have here, have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. So something's working out behind the scenes, even if it appears something's falling apart. It's all falling into place is actually what I'm hearing here. So, all right, Robin Stinson, let's get you a card. And we have here music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Specifically, music that gets you pumped up or excited about whatever it is you're trying to manifest, or like binaural beats, or at certain frequencies. This can really help your manifestation. All right, Ethan wants a card. Let's get Ethan a card. We have simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. This could even be energetic clutter. If you don't have a lot of physical clutter around you, maybe there's some energetic clutter. Cord cutting meditations can really help clear that energetic clutter, specifically with connections with other people. All right, Mickey P, let's get you a card. Mickey P. Okay. We have here alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So if there's something you're wanting to start, but you're like, oh, I don't know if right now is the right time, do it, because anything you touch right now can really go the distance, is really what I'm seeing. All right. So Silver Crone, Moonchild's Mystical Musings. I love that name. How cool. Okay, let's get you a card as well. Here we are. We have time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that new can come in. And specifically for you with this message, Silver Crone, I'm seeing like some piece of furniture, maybe a couch or something that you sit on or use every day. It could even be like your bedding. Upgrading your bedding, maybe something that you sit on or wear, quite possibly, it needs replaced. And getting something new can really help bump up your confidence. That's really what I'm seeing with that. Okay, Armani Coat, let's get you a card. And we have here protection. Your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So if you've been feeling, scared about something, or like there's not enough, I don't know, especially like with having to pay bills or take care of someone, quite possibly, just know that you are safe and protected. Okay. All right, Tanissia, let's get you a card. And we have here simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. And just like I said with Ethan, if there's not a lot of physical clutter around you, this could be more energetically speaking. Doing cord cutting meditations can really help with that. All right, Jessica Lynn, let's get you a card. Here we go. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. There's the word. Yes. A lot of times we block our blessings by saying, oh no, I can do it. Or, oh, you need help? No, I got it. Like, we block our blessings a lot of times. And, if it's something that you can delegate, quite possibly, something at work, someone's like, oh, I can help you. And you're just like, no, I got it. Don't do that. Don't do that for like a week and see how things start to shift for you. Okay, Jamie Wilson wants a card. All right, Jamie's card is helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. And to me, this feels like a parent, someone wanting to help you, quite possibly with childcare or maybe even with some money. Someone is wanting to help you. Maybe even not specifically money, but like time or resources. Okay. Sharon Hubble, let's get you a card. Hello, Jessica Lynn. I see your hello there. All right. Sharon, your card is Waves of Prosperity. This is a good one. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So you're in some really good energy to bring in some new. Out with the old, in with the new. So if there's some old stuff you're looking to get rid of, or just old toxicity and old healing and all these things you want to do, get on that track so you can bring in these new opportunities and this abundance. All right. So the next one I see is Pika Lee. Welcome, Pika Lee. As I always say, Pika Lee is in the house. I don't know why I get so excited every time I say Pika Lee is in the house. All right. So let's continue. So Sharon, so Pika Lee's card. Oh, yours went flying. It's the first one to fly tonight. Ooh, synchronicity. So synchronicity might be off the chain for you recently, or it's just really going to start picking up for you. But it says your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. And as I'm reading this, I just got this huge wave of excitement. So like, I don't know if it's just because I'm like, Pika Lee is in the house, but it's like I in your energetic field, like I'm you, like for the sake of example, like I want to get out and meet people and shake hands and expand my horizons. Like, oh, thank you. She says, my shirt is so cute. Thank you. I actually got it at a secondhand store, but it had brand new tags on it. That's how I roll. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff coming in for you, Pika-Lee. Like, woo! I just got this wave of excitement when your card came out. Okay. Wow. And then blessed change flopped up before we're done with your reading. So there's some good blessed changes coming for you as well, Pika-Lee. All right, Sarah Sultan. Let's get you a card. Or Sultan. I never know how to pronounce these things. I do apologize. We have rest for you. So it says you've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. This is very Four of Swords energy. So to me, you may have been working hard or you're recovering from some sort of illness, ailment, heartbreak, maybe all of the above. And I'm seeing like a 3-year window of time. So there's something that maybe even happened 3 years ago or within the last 3 years or a series of events that's just been going on since like 2019 that you're still not over or you're still not completely through, that you're working out right now and resting, doing things that you used to enjoy as a child. Like they always show me like the adult coloring books. That's like the adult version of playing, or just walking in nature, getting out and doing things you used to enjoy as a child, but like kind of updating them for your more adult way of being could really help you get that rest, recuperation, and just fun that might be missing from your life right now, Sarah. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, you've been seeing 222 and 1111 everywhere lately. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, I've been seeing a lot of 34s and a lot of 1212. I've been seeing 1212 like constantly. Hey, Brandy Lynn, let's get you a card. I finished Nano. I actually won, but it's not like a big thing to brag about because I only signed up for 30 hours, which is basically an hour a day. But I think I wrote less, or there were less days. Sorry, let me phrase it in my head. There were more days that I did not write than days that I did, but I still hit my goal because when I would write, it would be like a 3, sometimes 4 or 5 hour chunk of time, specifically mostly on the weekends when the kids aren't around, that I really just dove in and got a bunch done. All right, well, let's get Brandy Lynn a card. We also have Break Free. Well, no, we don't have this. What am I saying also for? But Break Free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So try, breaking out of the monotony of everyday life, trying maybe a new way of writing or a new kind of artistic expression, something fun and exciting that maybe you've never done before. So it might be a little intimidating, but as you try it and just see what it's all about, you start to really get excited about something. So specifically with the creative project, and might even be something to do with your connections, like acquaintances or friendships, or maybe someone you just met or someone you kind of know, but you're getting to know them better. Sorry for the shift in light here, guys. Sun went behind a cloud for a moment, but we'll do this, and then when it gets bright again, I'll flip it back. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for Brandy Lynn. Okay. Oh, the number 47 specifically on car number plates. Very interesting. Yeah, 234 has been showing up for me a lot as well. There it goes. Sorry. All right. We're here for it. Okay, so hello, Scarlett. Welcome, welcome. So if I skipped you, because I'm just seeing people talking now, which is cool. I love it. So if I skipped you or you're just now coming in, put a 222 in the chat to get yourself a free card. And we've got 11 people and 11 likes on the video. Right, as I said that, it went down to 10 people. Of course. But yeah, there's your numbers, 1111 and 222, Pika-Lee. Okay, so let me just double check. You want a 1-card pull, put 222 in the chat. So if I skipped anybody, I'm hoping I didn't. Okay, Lynn Dooge, let's get you a card, my dear. Oh, I have it upside down. Help with 5. Put it the right way. Okay, the lighting situation has improved. I think I'm good with this. All right, Lynn, your card is Father Healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. And this doesn't necessarily or specifically have to do with your father, although if it resonates with your father, feel free to take it that way. This could just be like the patriarchal systems in place, authority figures with the more patriarchal kind of masculine vibe that have kind of been harshing your mellow a little bit. Yeah. So this is about doing healing related to things surrounding like the masculine energy in your life, or with your connection to you and your father, your connection to grandparent, like a grandfather, like the masculine people that you deal with day to day, maybe at work, something like this. Okay, but healing these things or even just cord cutting can really help with those areas as well. Okay. Hello, Michelle De Leon is here. Hello, my dear. Yes, Jupiter and Aries energy. Ooh, I love that. Yes, absolutely. New beginnings and expanding those horizons. Absolutely. Okay, Michelle De Leon wants a card, and then we'll get one also for Scarlett. I see her next, but let's get Michelle De Leon first. Ooh, we have rest for you as well. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. Yeah, I think that kind of goes without explanation. But yeah, just making sure you're balancing your work, your play, and your rest, because it's a very, very important balance with the trifecta. All right, so Scarlett is next. Scarlett, ooh, we have here, watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So yeah, where attention goes, energy flows, which I think we've all heard that. But basically, really honing in or focusing in on the things you do want to manifest in your life rather than stressing and worrying and thinking about all the negative things, and then that just compounds that negativity or makes you feel worse. And sometimes, and oftentimes, it is valid for us to dive into those not so great things because we want to face them. We got to feel them to heal, deal, release, all the things we always talk about here. So find that balance. Okay. Oh, I just paused for a second. Oh, you've been resting a lot and you cleaned your apartment. I love it. Yeah, I've been kind of cleaning my my house here and there. I've got little piles of clutter. I'm still working in this room, hence why I'm here again. I'll just show you guys a quick little pan of the room. I mean, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Messy, cluttered. I gotta dust. I gotta pare down things. I really went through these shelves. This is not how they're gonna be. It's just basically to line things out so I can see what's going on. But I need more deep cleaning, more decluttering for sure for myself. Good thoughts. I've been journaling through my past issues. That's perfect. Yes. All right. Did I miss anybody? We've got about 3 minutes left on our little free section here. And as far as, let's see. Yeah, as far as the donations go, anybody, so the 3 people that have donated are not here. I'm going to be doing the reading after we wrap up all the other readings and timestamping theirs. So the first person to donate right now, we will literally just jump right into your reading and just off to the races. So if you missed the 1 card pull, put a 222 in the chat and I will pull you a card. And yeah, I'll take a drink of my water. I get all excited and I talk, and then I'm thirsty. Okay. Ain't nothing new with me though. I'm always thirsty. Okay. And not that kind of thirsty. I know that's like a thing now. You say thirsty and it means something completely different than, quenching your thirst. Oh, you're going to donate, Pick a Lee. Yes. Let's dive into what's going on for you. Oh, I got some cards flipped here. Let's just see anyone else that wanted a card that we did not get to tonight. Put a 222 in the chat and we will pull you a card before we get started. Okay. What I could do is start Vicky's question, even though she's not here, and we can timestamp that while we wait. That's what we could do. So we're continuing to roll. So we're on a roll. Okay. So, turn the right way. That helps. Okay. Vicky is at 1849 timestamp. So we're going to go over to the email and see what her question is specifically. 2 seconds. Okay. Vicky's question. Hi, Amanda. Can I have a 1 card pull regarding myself and Cheyenne moving out of home? We're still living at home with our dad and brothers, but we're very eager to branch out on our own, but we feel stuck. Can you please timestamp? Yes. Let's get into this for Vicky / Cheyenne. Okay. So let's go to the tarot. Tonight, not probably, maybe for every reading, but at least the majority of them I have selected, well, Spirit more selected them than me. We've got here the Muse Tarot. So let's get into this for Vicky. moving away from home. I'm going to read it as I go again. So let me go back to my email. So Cheyenne moving out of home, still living at home, and very eager to branch out, but feels stuck. What do they need to know, please, Spirit? Vicky and Cheyenne moving from home. Woo, that's too many. This deck has been something crazy today. Well, we're getting 3 cards to paint the little picture here for your situation. So let me go back to the camera view. Okay, so we have 10 of Voices. Yeah, you guys might just be feeling very overwhelmed, very stuck, very just stagnant, ready. This is the end of a cycle. And the good news with this card coming out in this specific reading for you two is the fact that it's almost over. You're almost closing out this cycle, and it's not going to continue for long. You're at the end of this cycle, and of course 10s also represent a new beginning, but for the most part this is closing this out. And I see you guys maybe even doing some sort of ritual. You can do it together or just kind of separately on your own, and you can light a candle and just think of your intention of putting it out to the universe that you are ready to move, and all the good vibes, and just, you know, manifesting the apartment or the home or whatever it is you want, and the resources to be able to afford that home. And just, you know, it could be like a domino effect of things that you are basically manifesting or putting intentions into. But what we got with this is a 6 of Pentacles or 6 of Materials. So there might be some sort of assistance, either or through Spirit helping you, you know, lining things up on the other realms, lining things up, getting timelines in order. Also maybe even some sort of, they're showing me kind of like a student loan, or like way back in the day when I went to college, I got what was called a Pell Grant. It didn't cover everything for college, but it really did help. And it was like a loan that I didn't have to pay back. It was a grant rather than a loan. So there might be some sort of assistance that, you know, based on both of your incomes, that you guys could get help. And I don't know how the different government assisted programs work in Ireland where you're at, but we also have here the King of Cups. So yes, there is that, you know, masculine energy of your father involved in this, and it might have even been by his nudging or urging that you guys stay, you know, stay longer. And, you know, he's probably not exactly happy that you're leaving, but this is you ladies overcoming feeling the need to stay to please your dad and the brothers. I mean, this is a lot of masculine energy here. But in its dignity, though, this card represents someone who's emotionally balanced and understands that it's okay sometimes for those children to fly the nest and go do their own thing and, you know, have their own life. Doesn't mean they lose them forever. They can always come back and visit and have family dinners and holidays and all the things, right? So really, you're gaining your independence without losing those family connections, and you're gonna have help in some way. So maybe even just talking to someone about it, or you know, asking around, you know, do you know of a place for rent, and finding a way to come together to make this happen. But this is also, you know, a card. Literally, there's twins on this card. I love that. I think that is so neat. And also here, twins on this card. So it's about leaning and relying on each other to get what you want, to be able to manifest this new place that you can share together without all that masculine energy involved, right? So I hope that resonated. So just quick little 1 card read for Vicky. And then I'm going to double check our donations. Still don't see those popping up from Pika Lee or anyone else, but anyone else that wants to donate, we will literally get right into your reading, because the readings that I have here are for people who are asleep on the other side of the world. We've got someone in Ireland and someone somewhere else, but Pika Lee has just donated. So when she gets back, we will dive right in. But anyone else who donates next, we'll just jump right in after Pika Lee's reading, and then we will wrap up those 3 other readings I have for the other ladies who are not here after all the donations are here. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. Take another drink of water. And so Pika Lee, yeah, so she wrote her question over on PayPal, but I'm gonna maybe read it while we wait for her to come back, because I know it takes a minute, especially if you're on your phone. Gotta go between different apps to get where you're going. Okay, let me go to my email. Pika Lee, I don't even know where to start to ask. LOL. Are there any messages from spirit, higher self, source, ancestors, crossover loved ones want me to know? I'm not sure if someone is trying to communicate with me, whether it is a crossover loved one or future love interest. Haha, I feel like so much is going on in my life right now. I feel like I'm a bit of controlled chaos. Okay, so we're just going to ask spirit, whatever. Oh, that's pen. I'm like, is that a bug? What is that? Little black spot on me. It's from my pen. Okay, let me go back here. So messages from spirit, higher self, ancestors, guides, angels, all of the above. What's going on for Pika Lee? What does she need to know right now in work, love life, career, personal life, just anything that needs to come through. Anything at all for Pika Lee right now for spirit. Ooh, so we have here the King of Pentacles or Muse of Materials. So yeah, you really are creating stability in your life. So I'm sure as far as the financial front and the career and work front, things feel great. Like, couldn't be better. Like, things are great there. It's just, the other things of life, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual stuff that to me feels more like the chaos. Not to say that the physical stuff can't feel tiring and chaotic as well. It's just, I'm really picking up the mental, like, it's almost like you are at times stressing yourself out thinking about all the things you need to do, and then you go do them. So it's almost like you're doing them twice because you're running through all the things you need to do in your head, and then you go do them. It's like, which I do that all the time. So, like, not calling you out, but like, it's almost like writing things down, and then they're safe and you're not going to forget about it, and then allowing yourself to mentally not continue to think about, oh, I gotta do this tomorrow, I gotta do that tomorrow, I gotta do this, gotta do that. Yeah. Oh my God, yes. Also, I'm officially a bridesmaid. I'm excited to see my beautiful friends getting married next. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, a wedding. Yes, your brain's always going, right? So this is about writing things down, or whatever medium of getting things out of your head and into physicality that works best for you. So that you don't have to keep running the same things over and over. Yeah, I can see you're at the end of a cycle, specifically with the mental chatter, because the swords or voices in this deck are about mental processes, feeling very overwhelmed mentally. This card will show up. But I love that you have this stable King of Pentacles here to ground this. So doing some sort of energetic healing. They're showing me like Luninate. I'm always shouting her channel out. She has no idea who I am, but I love her channel, and just doing, she has one, I think it's the mental, she did a physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional purge video recently. And by recently, I might mean as far back as late May, early June, somewhere in there. But if you just type in the Luninate, and I'll type it out for you so you know what I'm doing here. Loon innate, and I spelled the with 2 capital letters. My apologies. But yeah, and then type in mental, the Luninate mental. That video should pop up. Oh my gosh, it's so helpful. I'm learning to let go of things out of my control and only focus on what I'm in control of to combat the constant thinking. Yes. All right, and one more popped out. So we have here the Tower, dun, 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 but it showed up in reverse. So to me, this feels like you detonating your own, like, okay, I'm done with all of this, up and down all the time, thinking about things. This is you detonating your own mental chatter tower and saying, okay, I'm just going to get these things out on paper. This to me feels like a really good tower moment, not something to be worried about, but let's get some advice surrounding this tower or this ending, because you basically have 2 ending cards, but with every ending comes a new beginning. So let's just see any advice or wisdom or any specificity about what these endings might be talking about. Okay, well, is that 2 or 3? That's 2. Okay, so we have Shark and Peacock. Okay, so Peacock, let yourself stand out and be noticed. And this might even be mentally thinking, oh, I'm not pretty enough, or I need to lose weight, or, all the things that go through our heads, for whatever reason they do. And a lot of times it is so we can be accepted by other people, and it has really nothing to do with what we genuinely want on a soul level. So this is about you fine-tuning, what do I want from my soul level, and what do I want from an ego level, or to, appease other people in my life, or to impress other people in my life. We all do it. But this is about letting yourself stand out and be noticed for the things that light your soul on fire, and for the the more authentic versions or pieces of you, if that makes sense. And then shark, trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. And I'm seeing this something specifically at work where I'm not saying someone's lying to you, but maybe they're not giving you the full story. And this could have to do with you relying on other people to do their end of the deal, or pull their weight in some way, and they're kind of dropping the ball, and you're kind of having to pick up slack with certain people. Um, that you're gonna use your intuition to feel out if they actually need this help, or if they're actually doing what they're saying, and you're gonna be able to avoid basically having to take on all this person's stuff so they can just take a long lunch and all this stuff. Is kind of how I'm seeing that. Let's get one more, just wisdom guidance. Specifically, I want to get a quick spiritual message before we close out your reading, Pikali, because there's something spiritual that wants to open for you, or be enlightened for you in some way, that I'm feeling it. Yes, release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. Wow. Yeah. And then with these two endings, this is even about letting go of some of your spiritual beliefs. Not to say that you're going to completely shift and go from being no religion or whatever religion you are to a completely different religion. This just to me feels more like a paradigm shift as far as how you show up in the world, and how you see yourself, and what you believe about yourself, and even about others, and that kind of thing. It's a mental, emotional, and also spiritual transformation I really do see. And this is just shedding all of those old things. So, doing that mental Lunanate video, also the emotional and the spiritual one, and the physical one if you want, even though I think physically things are going pretty well. This could really help get you, or make you feel more in balance and not so overwhelmed mentally specifically. Yeah, but that is, wow, what a cool message though. A lot of stuff about using your intuition, being your authentic self, shedding what is no longer serving you. Major transformation here with the tower too. I mean, that is major transformation, but it was in reverse. So to me, this is you detonating your own tower. Oh, did I? I'm so good at what I do. Wow, that's powerful. I feel that so much. I definitely feel the transformation and shedding. Yes. But this is making room for just a happier, more joyful version of yourself. It feels really good. Really, really does. Okay. All right. Yes, it resonated with Amber too. That's a word. Just talked about a situation like that with my boss. Literally told her I was disappointed in another boss because she dropped the ball big time. See, and I think a lot of times, because you are such a reliable coworker to people, a lot of times they lean on you a little too much to, bail them out if they mess up, or to, pick up slack where balls are dropped. You have to pick them up. Have to. I mean, but you're just like, it needs done. I'm going to do it. But yeah, you're going to use your intuition to be able to kind of vet out if people are actually taking advantage of you, or if, what the deal is. So rock on, Pikali. Okay, and that is the only donation we have for anyone who is here. So I'm just going to keep rolling with the holdovers. The people who are not here, and when someone donates, we will just pick right up there, and first person to donate, we will literally just dive right into your reading. That's how we're going to roll today. So Cheyenne has 2 questions, a 1-card reading, and then just a standard reading. So we're going to do that. You are so welcome, Pikali. It's always a pleasure to read for you. Thanks again for your lovely donation, my dear. All right. So Cheyenne. Let me timestamp, and then we'll read the question. So question 1, Cheyenne. And we are at 3343. 3343. Told you I kept seeing 43 and 34. I just keep seeing them. 43. Okay. Cheyenne, 3343 timestamp. So, of course, Cheyenne, I won't timestamp your next reading because it's just all going to flow like that. So, here's your timestamp basically for both, because we're just going to run them through. Unless someone donates, and then we'll hop and jump and skip and re-timestamp. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. So, let's go back to Cheyenne's email. I have a 1-card pull for my love situation, please. I'm still waiting for Mr. Right and have, oh, we just got a donation from Nada. So we're going to do Nada's question right after Cheyenne's. So I will give you another timestamp, Cheyenne. Waiting for Mr. Right and have been putting my energy out into Dublin for ages now. Thank you. Okay. So one card pull for Cheyenne's love situation. She's still waiting for Mr. Right. One card reading for Cheyenne, love situation. What's going on for Cheyenne, love situation? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so yeah, I can see where you're like, sometimes maybe even, I won't say too focused, but to me it's a line. It's like you're slightly over in the too focused on what you don't have rather than what you do have camp, if that makes sense. Is instead of focusing on, having that love, you're focused on the fact you don't have that love. But coming in here with the 8 of materials, I think you are working on that mindset, or maybe this is just a combination to let you know that you can work on your mindset, and that will, by setting intentions without having those strings attached with, expectations, expecting, setting an intention and having an expectation are 2 totally different things, even though they seem like very similar energies. When you set an intention, a lot of times it's basically like you place your order. You go to a restaurant, the waitress comes over, she takes your order, and then you have that faith that the kitchen is going to cook that meal to perfection, and that the waitress is going to bring it to your table. Like, you have faith. You don't, maybe if you're hungry, you're like, ooh, I can't wait till the food gets here. I can't wait till the food gets here. But you're not sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, what if my food doesn't get here? What if I'm never going to eat again? Oh my gosh, right? So think of it, instead of you placing your order, sending that love out into Dublin area, instead of you focused on the fact that, oh no, what if I don't find someone? That's basically placing your order with the waitress and then thinking, oh no, what if they don't bring me my order? I mean, maybe you've gone to certain restaurants where they did forget you, and then maybe the next time you go to a restaurant or the same place, you're just like, hope they don't forget me this time. But like after a while, you're like, I have faith that they're going to bring me my food. Like that kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting with this, is just kind of reframing how you are, I guess, approaching manifesting love, because she's got a tear here. It's like she's sad for what she doesn't have, and she's clinging desperately to maybe the past or a version of the future that just, it can't happen because she's clinging too tightly to it. So this is about setting those intentions. Maybe even going and doing some sort of ritual. Oh, you donate for 2 questions. Awesome. I will get you on the list right after Nada. Thank you so much, Amber. But it's about finding that balance, of knowing that you don't have what you want yet, but like having the faith that it's coming, and finding that balance. But with the 8 of materials, this is about honing your skills, honing your craft, working on your self-love, your self-care, your career, getting that house or the apartment or whatever with Vicky, and just really working on you and making your life as a single person, a single lady, the best you can make it. So I hope that resonated for you, my dear. But yeah, it's just it's like a mindset tweak that can really send out a different vibration, that things are really working out in your favor in a really good way. Okay. Instead of sending out that signal that I don't have what I want yet. I don't have what I want yet. So just kind of work on that a little bit. And I think you're gonna see some shifts and changes. Even if it's not Mr. Right that comes along right away, maybe even just setting up an experiment to see if you get a little more activity in the love interest department or crush department, if that makes sense. All right, Nada's turn. So let me update my list here for Amber and Nada. We did one of Cheyenne's questions, which we will get to soon. So Nada and Amber has 2 questions. Okay. There is our updated list right there. Copy it so I have it in my chat box here. All right. So Nada wants to know any messages from my spirit guides, ancestors, or higher self, anything I need to know or they want to tell me. Ooh, I love questions like this. We just leave it open to spirit, literally bring through whatever Nada needs to hear right now. Spirit tuning into Nada's energy. What does Nada need to know right now? Is there anything they want to tell her? Spirit. All right, I'm feeling a grandmother energy. And now we have the devil card here too. So there's this grandmother energy, maybe even great grandmother. She's got very dark hair like this person here. Even if she doesn't in her youth did not look like this person, she has very dark hair. And that's how she's showing up, is a younger version of herself. And she's mad. She's darn mad. Not at you, but about maybe some situation you've got going on, or someone in your energy. It could even be both. Someone in your energy is causing a situation in your life, and your grandmother is not having it. She's very upset on your behalf that you've had to struggle with this person or situation. And they're showing me it is a person and a situation all rolled into one. Let's see. Let's get some more guidance on what this is specifically. Could even be something to do with work or ways of making money or having enough income. And she may even want you to branch out and diversify your income, maybe find another form of income, or maybe even if you are looking at different job situations or prospects for shifting your career, even if you're staying where you're at, it's like your day-to-day routine is slightly shifting at work, but this is going to be manifested by you. You're going to be the one kind of shifting these things. It's not going to be like some superior at your work, or, whatever is going on in your home front if you don't work, that you are the one making the changes that you want to see. And a lot of it is overcoming limiting beliefs about yourself, feeling not up to the job, or like, I can't do it. What if I don't have enough skills or talents to earn the money I want, to create the life I want, or, whatever that is. But let's get some words of advice or wisdom specifically about what's going on for Nada right now, please, Spirit. And of course, with this combination, this is a major transition for you, because these are both major arcana energies here. These are not just mundane day-to-day things. These are major life shifts with your, mental process, and maybe even like overcoming some sort of addiction or bad habit. It doesn't have to be extreme, but just something you do day to day that really isn't impacting your life in a good way. It might even be hindering your health in some way. But you're making changes and starting something new with maybe your health or like diet. Bad habits, overcoming some sort of bad habit. Let's see, any words of advice or wisdom for Nada, please, Spirit? We have Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. And I think that's where that devil comes in, is the fact that you feel like, well, I didn't sign up for this, or like, who am I to do this, or I could never do that. And you being a leader, literally to be able to be the one to decide to make these changes in your life, that you're done playing small or, feeling less than someone in your life. And there might even be someone in your life that's always kind of passively aggressively pointing things out that you did wrong, or, bragging about how great they are, and, almost making you feel bad about yourself in some way. But this is about you being the leader of your own life. It's like, instead of allowing life to happen to you, you're deciding to take the driver's seat and create some change in your life and go where you want, rather than because they're showing me like this analogy of you, like energetically speaking. It's like you've been riding public transit or like a public bus. And it's not like if you had to go to Target, that bus is going to drop you off right at Target. You might have to switch buses 3 or 4 times to get to Target, or to get within walking distance of Target. But that's kind of maybe how things have been going energetically for you. Like, you kind of know what you want, and things are kind of lining up, but it's taking a while, or it's just not that direct route. Whereas now it's like you're getting in your own car and you're driving directly to Target, or directly to your Target. It's very funny. They use Target as the analogy there, but to hit your own Target, rather than to go to the store Target and go shopping. Maybe you're going to Target, I don't know. But this is about you getting in your own driver's seat to do what you need to do. And let's get one more word of advice or wisdom for Nada, please, Spirit. Yeah, you're taking control of your own life, dear. You're taking it back. You're taking back control. Yes, you are, because we've got the empowerment card. It's so beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite cards in this deck, and it's hard to see. She almost looks holographic. She's so beautiful and lit up and bright. But it says you're more powerful than you realize. It is safe for you to be powerful. And this devil, in your head sometimes, that ego, or those voices in our heads that tell us we're not good enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not whatever enough. You're overcoming this. I know, not to say that this won't ever come out again, but you're getting a handle on a lot of those limiting beliefs or just negative thought patterns that maybe have been going on in your life, Nada. You're getting a handle on them. And it might even come after a time of rest. And I'm really glad that your grandmother energy is bringing this card through as well, because you need a rest from this person or situation that broke your heart or that's been really, really difficult. And this might have even been like, they're showing me like a timeline of 3 years. And that is very interesting because that timeline has been coming up a lot. So there's something closing out that happened in 2019, like on a collective level that you're closing out, or something that happened in your life in 2019. You're just done with it for good. Yeah. Or maybe even habits or something that you were really doing well on in 2019, and then things kind of slid, and you had like a setback in some area. Could even be your health, or the way you take care of yourself, or even just doing self-care. But you're taking back that power for your own life to lead a really beautiful life, and getting enough rest at night. They're showing me like really good water, drinking enough water. All these things are going to be really, really important moving forward to get you on this new trajectory. But you're the one initiating these changes and making these big changes in your life, becoming that leader and just being really strong and supportive. Being your own biggest cheerleader is really what I see. But you also have that grandmother energy that's also acting as that cheerleader, getting mad on your behalf if people are, stepping on your toes or doing things to you that, just aren't right. You're taking your power back. And that might even have to do with voicing out when people are stepping on your toes, or, setting those proper boundaries. Everything you said is on point. Yes. Sweet Nada, you are setting those boundaries, and no is a complete sentence. You don't even have to explain to anybody why. Maybe before you let something happen, but now no is a complete sentence. You don't even have to justify or make any sort of excuse. Not that you need to, but no is a complete sentence. All right, Nada, thanks again for your lovely donation. And Amber, we're gonna go ahead and get into your first question. Your husband causes a lot of stress. Yeah, and I think that's who, I didn't want to say it, but I think that's who your grandmother's a little perturbed at, because she's there. She's helpful in your energy. She protects you a lot from, especially like the nitpicky things. Like he'll say something that's just not helpful. It's not abusive, but it's also not helpful. And it just creates an energy of almost like stress and anxiety for you that just really doesn't need to be there. Yeah. Big hugs, Nada. You got this. All right. So Amber is going to be typing out her question. I'm going to go ahead and, I think she put them in the PayPal. So let me go look. Okay. So question 1 for Amber. Thank you, Spirit, for the card, but need clarification for my 1 card pull out. To increase my standard and expect more for myself. What should I do and not do? We'll ask second question in chat if that's okay. That is perfect. That is perfect. So let's focus in, get some clarification on that 1 card pull from today for Amber, to increase her standards and expect more for herself. Not play small, not settle, all that stuff that we established in her 1 card. All right, what's going on? What is the clarification she needs for this? Okay. Wow. So, wow. I mean, this is about victory. This is about being the winner that you really are. Instead, and it's funny because Spirit's like, especially your mom, she's like, just say it. Because I'm like, it's like you keep thinking to yourself, and of course this is not true, but Amber, you keep thinking to yourself a lot of times that you are a loser, when actually you are farthest thing from a loser. You are an amazing, infinite fractal of source that is here to make a difference and to create and love and laugh and lead a beautiful and joyful life. But a lot of times you think, I don't deserve that, or how am I ever going to get the money, or how is this circumstance going to line up to where I ever get to do that one thing or have that experience, or live the life that I want. Been miserable since yesterday. Yeah. But look at this. Literally, this to me feels like a star card in this deck. It's the 6 of Inspiration, or 6 of Wands, which is victory. Specifically after a war or a big battle. So this coming out after you've been feeling really miserable, this is letting you know things are shifting, because I do see that you're closing out a pretty major timeline where, you're kind of in victim mode. You're closing that out so that you can take that kind of sort of empowerment that we were talking about um, in Nada's reading, about empowering herself. So yeah, this is what you're doing, is finding ways to even shift the way you think of yourself. And yes, it's going to take hard work, because it's not easy to overcome limiting beliefs or that negative thought cycle of, I'm not good enough, I can't do this without this happening, or I need these other people to do these things so that I could do these things. It's going to take time and effort and work for you to overcome this, but you will be able to overcome it. And it's like, she's got all these extra helping hands. And a lot of times there might be all these different things you want to do, Amber. And you think, well, I would love to do this and this and this and this, but like, I'm only one person and I could not even do a fraction of that in one day. This is about allowing spirit to come in and act as those helping hands on your behalf. Maybe even literally calling spirit in to help. Every day, every morning before you even get out of bed, just make it a point to say, okay, spirit, come along for the ride. I could definitely use your help to make this world a better place and to make my life a better place. Because when we can make each of our own lives like a masterpiece rather than just some, dollar store art easel thing that we threw together in the last minute, and it's all, the paints are diluted and they're running everywhere. When we set those intentions and make our lives a masterpiece, we're not the only ones benefiting. Everyone that comes into our vibration benefits from the masterpiece we've created, because it inspires them to then create their life a masterpiece, and then they inspire others to create their life a masterpiece. I mean, think of the people that you look up to or have met and that have really changed your life, not by anything they specifically did for you, but just you being in their aura or knowing who they are has really made you want to become a better person. That is what spirit is showing here, because that's the type of person you are, Amber, to other people. Is you're the type of person that makes other people want to be better people. And I got major chills this whole time as I'm saying this. This is your mom even stepping in. She's like, I've seen it the whole time. I know what a star my beautiful baby Amber is. I love her. I know what a star she is. And this is about asking spirit for help to help bring more of your own light through. Asking your own higher self to come through and bring more of your own light so that you have more light to spread on this planet. And so that you can go out there and be of service and get the job done, and also create abundance in your life while doing all of that. Yes, missing her big time. Aw, yeah, you feel lonely. We'll do that for sure. In fear all the time because of past experiences. Yeah. And this is about putting the effort and work in to overcome those past experiences. Let's get one more tarot. Yeah, this new beginning to overcome and start a new trajectory, start a whole new thing. And it's very interesting here because they're really zeroing me in on all of this sand. You can see how it's been, swept with the wind, but there's no footprints there. You're on uncharted territory as far as where you're going is where you've never been before. So a lot of those past fears, past wounds, traumas, baggage, it has no place where you're going because you're off on a whole other timeline. So literally new timeline showing up for you to create the life you actually want to be living by doing those, even if it's just one small step every day to live a life that feels joyful and purposeful for you. And it's just going to keep increasing as you allow more time and more joy spent in the things that you're wanting to create in life. And that's going to leave less time for all the things to stress about and worry about and, people that are seemingly holding you down. No one's holding you down. And that's where the illusion of it is we all, a lot of times will think, oh, that person's affecting my vibe and that person's doing this and that person or that situation's doing that. But really, the only reason those people or situations can do these things to us is because there's unhealed whatever's going on within us that's attracting that. So really, those things are gifts for us to, it basically points or puts spotlight on the things that still need healed or shifted in our lives, even though it sucks, it doesn't feel great. But really, they are massive gifts when someone can trigger us or, we can highlight those obstacles or those people that are seemingly in our way of what we want. It is really such a gift. And then we have Make a Wish. I love this card. It's so beautiful as well. So it says, this is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy the manifestation or its manifestation. So yeah, literally right now, make a wish. Make a wish. As just Sandy, who comes here on her channel, she says, make a wish and then make it happen. Because we can sit around wishing, hoping, and wanting all day, but if we don't start taking action in the direction of those wishes, wants, and hopes, not much is going to happen. Not to say miracles can't happen, they can, but if we can make those wishes and then, or set those intentions and then start really taking action in the direction of said intentions, that's when spirit can meet us more than halfway and really make things happen, because we're also ourselves making things happen, because we're not just the only ones creating our reality. Spirit's not the only ones creating our reality. As us together are co-creating our reality with spirit. Okay? So there's question number 1. Yes, you do invite your higher self and team, but we'll invite spirit too. Yes. And missing your mom big time. Want to shift. Wish I had more help. Yeah. And literally asking for help. Asking all of your guides, angels, crossed over loved ones, archangels, whatever, and whoever you want to talk to and work with, call on them to come and help. We've got strength on the back here. So this is all about calling in your higher self and allowing more of your own light to come in and assist you in serving others, serving yourself, and creating that abundance in your life. Yes. Just start working on the job we discussed last week. Oh, that's awesome. But nothing is moving there. Well, keep moving in the direction you want, because things will start working. Things will start picking up and churning. They're showing me like a stagnant bog or like a swamp where the water is just still, and then it becomes all like, there's all that stuff in it that's just not great. But then compare that to a flowing river. Everything is in, the homeostasis is there. Everything is doing great. Everything's moving. There's a lot of life happening. And this is about moving. So we need to get things moving. Even if you feel like you're the only one moving in the direction you want to go, just you having faith, kind of like we were talking about putting that order in. You setting up and showing up and then setting the intention that I'm going to order the macaroni and cheese off the menu. And then you place that order with the waitress. You have taken action. That is an action step. Placing your order is an action step. Yes. Okay. Question 2. I worked with my healer yesterday on unblocking my heart chakra. Since then, I feel in emotional turmoil, helpless, lost, and depressed, as if all the hurt I felt is happening all over again. Yes, that can definitely happen. Was able to unblock and activate my heart. Was I able to unblock and activate my heart center? Need some insight, please. Okay, so we already have one coming out. Ooh, yeah. Wish fulfillment, 9 of emotions. So yeah, 9 of cups. So this is wish fulfillment. Yes, right now it doesn't feel like a wish coming true. And didn't you have the card Make a Wish? Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. And look at all these beautiful gems around her. They're like hanging on strings. Like, that's so beautiful. So I think crystals can help. If you have some crystals, specifically pink or green crystals, those are generally the ones that resonate with the heart chakra. Any red crystals as well can really help ground you so that you can allow these emotions to flow through you as well. But asking your higher self, asking your guides, angels, your mom, spirit, asking them to help move these energies, these emotions through you. Because yeah, a lot of times we do have to feel it to heal it, right? But we don't necessarily have to, say a memory or something that we repressed now comes up. And we're all up in it, like it's happening right now again to us. And it's very tumultuous. It's very scary. It's not a good time. But a lot of times when we are in this thick of healing, we'll get lost in it and try to unpack it and examine every little piece of it rather than just allowing it to flow. Literally, one of the best exercises I've learned for myself when these, old things from the past, old resentments, traumas, wounds, I picture me with all these wounds around me in a river, and I just let go of the baggage, and it's like, leaves and logs and, the things that can kind of get clustered up in the river. Once things get moving, they kind of scatter, they kind of disperse. And instead of fighting against the current and trying to, unpack, okay, what was that leaf over there, that trauma from my past? Oh, that log is passing me by. What was that? Allow it to flow. Even if it feels really yucky and you're crying a lot and shaking, sometimes even just rocking back and forth can help move this energy out. And again, with intentions, intentions are everything. And I even have this little sticky note on my computer here. I'm just set intentions for all, for everything I do in life, everything I want to do, be, create, experience. I have to set an intention for it. A lot of times we just like let life happen to us. I'm ready to let life happen for me. And so I've even put this little reminder up here by my camera so I see it all the time. And sometimes I actually have to rewrite that on a different colored paper because after a while it just becomes part of the background because it's there all the time. But that's the good news of it is once you create that habit of setting intentions, that even if things don't go 100% according to what you wish they were, you know that they're working out in your highest good. So it's about shifting that mindset just slightly to know that even if things feel miserable, this is you purging. Yeah, that purging process does not feel good, but you can rest assured that this process is leading you to something less heavy, less traumatic in the future, where a future version of you is going to feel so proud of you for going through this. Specifically, let's get a message from your future self and your higher self, because I do know that in the future, they're showing me this timeline where you really are embodying a lot more of your higher self in your future self version. So let's just see that message is coming through from your future / higher self about all of this. Yes, Two of Voices. This is about being able to clear that confusion. And I'm going to get a clarifier on this. I usually do. Anytime the Two of Voices or Two of Swords shows up, I get a clarifier because it is a card of confusion, of feeling out of balance, of not knowing what end is up. It's almost like being plunged down in a very rapid river and not even knowing what direction is up because you're underwater and there's rapids and undertows and all sorts of things. I don't know what's with the river analogies. Maybe even look up the spiritual meaning of a river, Amber, and see if there's additional insights that Spirit's wanting to bring through for you. It's about letting things flow, not trapping them in a bottle and trying to, look at every little thing. Yeah. Maybe even if you're living near a river, if you can just, put your toes in it. You don't have to get out there in it, but just dip your toes in the edge of the river and just allow that movement of energy to wash over you. And as you do, I was getting back to this intention here. When you set the intention that I'm now releasing, I'm purging that stuff. It's no longer in my energy field. Allow it to move. Yeah, even Lake Michigan, to me, that's movement. That lakes a lot of times can have very choppy waters. So that's still movement. Absolutely. Yeah. Letting it flow. Yes, that will absolutely work. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And then the tower. Yeah. And this is you detonating your own tower. This heart chakra. And look, the heart chakra question you asked, you've got lots of green here, which resonates with that heart chakra. Let's get a clarifier. This was the clarifier on the Two of Swords that I was getting. Yes, the tower. This is you clearing that stuff from the past, that broken foundation from the past. You can't build, like we had talked about in your personal reading. We can't build on that cracked and rotting foundation. We need to detonate that foundation, build a really nice, solid foundation from which then to build further upon. And that's exactly what you're doing. But this is you. Yes, you're in the tower. This isn't coming for you in the future. You're already in this. You're already in this, and you're moving through it. So just keep on flowing. But let's just see some outcome of this heart chakra activation. What this looks like as far as the blessings this is bringing into Amber's life, please, Spirit. Yes, look at this. Happy home. Great connections with your daughter, with soul family, bringing soul family together. This is celebrations, this is weddings, this is birthdays, this is happiness. At the core of this card is happiness and deeper, stronger bonds and connections with those you love, and even acquaintances and strangers on the street. You just have this unconditional love for people, even people that cause issues in your life. It's like, not to say you're completely ignoring what they do or how they treat you, but you're finding underneath all the maybe resentment and just, kind of weird energy between you and anyone in your life that you're just not 100% happy with. You're finding that underlying current of unconditional love that is really going to help you not fixate or focus on certain people that are, allegedly holding you back, or, that whole victim mentality that we were talking about in the other reading, to be able to overcome that. And that's what this heart chakra healing and activation has done for you, is to really help allow those broken or seemingly not great connections to sever and then reestablish as something better, or just to completely release certain people or connections. But the connections are people that you say need to still be connected to, but things haven't been great in the past. This is about you doing the cord removal. You can find any cord cutting meditation on YouTube, but instead of cutting the cord when they say to cut it, just pull it out by the roots. Energetically, just take it out. It's like unplugging a cord from the wall. Unplug it from the whole thing. And after you even do that, even if they don't talk about it in meditation, I always have Archangel Raphael send healing light into the area where those roots were to really, clean things up, basically. Yeah, with your healer, you're trying it. Yeah. All right, let's get I want to get a word of advice here too, but I want one more tarot card for this specific part. Yeah, Three of Voices. This is about cutting those heartbreaks and heartaches and traumas, resentment, guilt, wound, all of those things from the past. You're clearing it out because look, you've got that Four of Wands to clear the clutter and cut those cords. And it's very interesting that these cords are coming out almost as light. It's very interesting. So it's like you're replacing those cords with light. And I'm really reading this. It's very interesting because we have one eye back here that is crying and one that is not. So it's almost like the duality of, seeing the bright side of all the trauma you've been through, which is like, there's a bright side? Sign me up. But yeah, a lot of times when, think of a bad relationship or something. You go through a very traumatic and bad relationship with someone. And then when that relationship's over and you find someone who's like light years better for you, energetically speaking, than that past relationship, you can then greatly appreciate the new relationship because you have that kind of, I guess, basis for knowing what a bad relationship looks like. So it really does bring that sense of gratitude when you do have a better relationship. That's just an example. But yes, let's get a word of advice from the spirit guide deck here, or spirit animal deck. Anything else? Amber needs to know words of advice, wisdom, anything specifically to that healing she had. And we have Manatee. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Knowing that it is what it is. It's not that fatalistic kind of surrender that we're always talking about here. It's not that kind of surrender. It is the kind of surrender to where you're like, well, this is my life. I accept my life as it is. But now what am I going to do about it? Like I always say that. I'm like, I'm going to roll up my sleeves. Now what am I going to do about it? Okay, this is what's going on now. It doesn't have to be my future. It doesn't. It doesn't. I can do something different. Even if my circumstances on the external haven't changed, because almost 100% of the time, those circumstances have to change on the inside before you start seeing those changes reflected on the outside. And when you do that personal inner work, the external, the outside has no choice but to change. That's the whole thing. So, and it's not always instantaneous. It's not like the second you had this big heart chakra clearing that, the clouds parted and the sun came out and everything was rainbows and roses. Wished it worked that way, but it doesn't. So it's kind of a bit of a delayed gratification as far as when we do this healing work. It kind of sometimes takes time for us to start seeing the benefit of all the healing we're doing. And I think, yes, it's going to take some time and patience for you, but ultimately you are getting your wish. You're getting what you want in life. You're going to be able to lead the life you want. You're just picking your way through the darkness, one healing at a time, one, thought of gratitude at a time, one connection to spirit at a time, So it's a journey, not a just all about the destination. It really is a journey, and you're making the best of your journey. You absolutely are. All right. So I hope that resonated for you, Amber. I had to take just a little extra time on that because there was a lot coming through, and I didn't want to just get it done. I wanted to just really give this reading for you the space it needed and maybe a little extra time. So, all right. So I hope that resonated for you, Amber. So that is it, I think. Let me double check yeah. So that is it for the people who are here. So I'm going to continue on the list of people who are not present. I have 3 more readings. So I have Cheyenne's reading, and then a 1 card and a full reading also for Earthy Deva. So anyone who donates from now until I'm gone, we will just throw you to the front of the line while I wrap up these readings. Okay, so Cheyenne, next timestamp is 109:22. 109:22 Cheyenne. Okay, so we had a little bit of space between her readings, but it's okay because we got timestamps for that. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, acceptance. You want to clear the clutter from your personal reading. Yes, we were talking about that. And I wish to be free, full of unconditional love and powerful. Absolutely. And that is what you are working toward. And you're going to know how sweet that victory feels when you get there because of all you've had to go through to get there. Yes. Thank you so much for the clarity. To you and Spirit will follow everything. Much love. Big hugs to you, Amber. Thanks again for your donation. All right. So Cheyenne, yes, we're getting to Cheyenne's question. I'm going to open my email. So Cheyenne. Is this it? Yes. Okay. So one card pull on PhD opportunity. I want to apply to start in January. How exciting! All right. So we got AJ. We're going to pick up AJ's reading right after I do Cheyenne's one card reading. So these are shorter readings. So we're going to get you top of the list. So AJ, go ahead and post your question. We'll get right into it for you right after I finish Cheyenne's one card read. Okay. Cheyenne, PhD opportunity. She's planning to start in January. I think, let me reread it so I get it right. Yeah, apply to start. Okay. So she's hoping to apply to start in January. What does she need to know about this PhD opportunity, please? Tuning into Cheyenne's energy. PhD opportunity. Yes, Queen. We've got the Four of Wands. This is a happy, joyful card. This is celebrations. This is graduations, birthdays, weddings, opportunities. This is happiness, joy, abundance, all the fun things. So, yes, do this. Start applying or apply to start in January. That's the word I'm looking for. January. Yes, absolutely. You have the green light from Spirit that this is a great time to dive in and get going on this. Let's see what else they have to say. Because, I can't just do one card. All right. What else do they have to say about Cheyenne's PhD opportunity? Yes, it's going to take some major transition. So there's a lot of changes you're making between now and January. Because it's not going to be just this la-di-da easy road. You're going to fight and work and the blood, sweat, and tears, but it's all going to be worth it because this is what it's leading to for you at the end. Not that life's going to be perfect after you get this PhD, because it never is perfect ever, but as far as your ultimate happiness and like goals in life and what you want to do, this is majorly going to open you up to a higher version of yourself. I'll only get one more. And I'll need a word of advice. Anything else for Cheyenne on this PhD opportunity? What else does she need to know specifically about how this is changing or shifting or improving her life? Because I am seeing a major shift, a major change. And of course, a lot of times, even when we are ready for changes in our life, they can still be scary and cumbersome and like unpredictable. Even the changes we want to make sometimes can be scary. So especially if it's something that's happening kind of like a tower moment kind of thing, out of the blue, out of nowhere, it's still shaping you into your highest version. We a lot of times just think only the good things are making us the people we are. No, a lot of times it's the bad things that really do transform and shape us. Not to say anything majorly bad is going to happen, but I do see you, having that separation of, moving from the home you grew up in and embarking on your life by moving out and starting life on your own. That's kind of how I'm seeing this death card. It's not a bad thing. This is just a major change, major transition in life. That's going to happen so that you can be on this higher timeline to be able, yes, and you're like a beginner, going into this PhD opportunity, it's like you're a kid again. I know the workload is a lot more than when you were a child, but as far as learning, it's like you're wide open, ready to learn as much as you can. Doesn't mean it's always going to be easy, but you're ready for this new beginning. You have basically an ending card going into a new beginning, and a very, very happy outcome. So please, yes, do this thing. You are very heavily supported, guided, protected, loved. Call on your guides, angels, crossed over loved ones to help you on this journey, and they will be along for the ride. I don't think you can keep them away because they're so excited. But let's quickly get one more word of advice or wisdom on Cheyenne's PhD opportunity. Kiwi, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Yeah, do this. Take this little word of advice from Kiwi here. He's so beautiful, sweet little bird. And do this. Picture your life going through this PhD program and living the life that you deserve, living the life that you want to create for yourself, and picture how this is going to be. Specifically out in nature. If you can walk around and just allow yourself to daydream about what you're creating in life, it's really going to benefit you. All right, Cheyenne, I hope that resonated for you, my dear. Big hugs. You got this. I'm super excited for you on this opportunity because it sounds like something really fun and exciting. All right. Thanks again for your donation, Cheyenne. I really appreciate it. Always a pleasure to read for you. All right, AJ's turn. He wants a general from his guides. What does AJ need to know? Anything coming through for AJ's guides? Tuning into AJ's energy. What does he need to know? Spirit. Ooh, we also have the death card for AJ. So you're going through some major transformations, ups and downs. One ending, a new beginning, death and rebirth, all the things. Let's just see what else is going on with this. All right, and we got a donation coming in also from Michelle Lynn. So I will get you on the list, and we're going to dive right into your reading right after AJ. That's the beauty part of having these holdover readings is we can just put you guys at the front of the list, VIP style. Yes, I am, LOL. Let's see what AJ needs to know about this big transformation. I got major chills on my crown now. So spirit really is around you as you go through these major shifts in your life. Ooh, look at this. Of the 4 cards you have here, they're all, 3 of them are major arcana, and then you have an ace, which is absolutely amazing new beginning. And this is something that spirit divinely inspired. These changes, even if they feel like they're happening from out of nowhere and someone's making this happen, really this is spirit or your own higher self coming in to make these shifts and changes. And I would really go out on a limb and say it is your higher self, specifically because we have the strength card, which is the higher self card. Your higher self is saying, AJ's too comfortable. AJ's maybe playing small a little bit. It's time to break AJ out of that comfort zone and make some things happen. So that's exactly what's happening with this combination. But then we also have the Chariot, which is all about going in a new direction, quite possibly moving, changing careers, changing direction in life, and major chills again. So you have major spiritual support of seeing a grandfather and a grandmother type energy, or even spirit guide. So it's a grandfather and then a female kind of grandmotherly like spirit guide that you didn't know in this life that's coming through. So your actual grandfather and then a maternal grandmotherly energy spirit guide that are both coming through to support you through these transitional energies that you're going through. But at the heart of the Chariot, it is Cancer energy. This is maybe if you have a Cancer sun, moon, or rising or something going on in the sign of Cancer in your chart, maybe even a person in your life with the sign of Cancer, sun, moon, rising, or other placements within Cancer. And also wherever the house of Cancer is in your chart. Depending, where your ascendant is, Cancer will be wherever it is on the chart. It might be your 10th house or your 4th house or your 3rd house or, whatever. But this is going to be a major area of life. And it might even have to do something with your relationship with your mother or your mother's side of the family is shifting, changing, and leveling up as well. Tell me about it. I've been inspired to start working out. Look at that. And it might even be some sort of health issue or health, like a genetic thing that you're like, specifically on the maternal side or your mother's side of the family, that you're like, I don't want to get that disease. I'm gonna work out and eat right and do all the things I can to prevent myself from getting that. Especially if this is something like high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, something like this that runs like in family lines, that you are looking to combat before it ever happens to you. And you will have the ability to completely negate any, genetic things, could even be cancer, by really focusing on your health and working out and getting in, the best shape of your life. And this is, you're very inspired to start something new here. When one door closes, another one opens. You're really excited too. This is very exciting energy. This combination here with strength, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands or Ace of Inspiration, this is excitement. It's not like, oh, I better change my life. This is, I'm changing my life. Like, major difference. major difference. And even if you lose steam a little bit here and there, there's going to be ways that you're finding along the way, like new ways, new routines of working out, or new foods you can implement, or new ways to go out and experience the world. Maybe even walking, like hiking, getting out in nature and kind of working out while you're also enjoying nature, or buddying up with someone and not having to work out alone. Finding ways to spice up so that certain routines or ways of working out don't feel stagnant, because you're going to continue to be inspired on this path. And even something going on just with like hobbies, just finding a hobby or really focusing on a hobby that brings you joy. And Spirit's being very funny right now. I recently got a little thing of sea monkeys. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. Like, they've been out since like the late 50s, early 60s, somewhere in there. And I was a child of the 80s and 90s. So like, I had sea monkeys way back then, but they didn't live very long. But I bought a thing of sea monkeys on July 10th, and I just today ordered my third tank. Yes, I got my second tank 3 days ago, and I ordered my third tank. Like, I'm going all in. I'm really excited. It's fun to watch them grow. So we've got, as of next Monday, my third tank will be here. So it's like a new hobby that just came out of nowhere, and I was not at all expecting it. So maybe there's something like this, maybe even something from your childhood that was a hobby or something fun you did as a child that now you're bringing it back in like a new way, quite possibly. But let's get some words of advice or wisdom with AJ through this transitional time. He's here. Oh, tell me about it. I've been inspired to start working out. I've just asked my friend to be my workout partner. Ooh, that's awesome. Yes, and then we have Kiwi. Do walking meditation each day for the next week. So there's that kind of element of walking, getting out in nature, quite possibly if you can, and even just daydreaming about, like we were talking about in Cheyenne's reading with this card when it came out, is just sometimes it's fun to just absolutely let your mind go wild with how, one way that recently happened for, I think, a lot of people when the lottery got up to 1 billion last week, I think it was, so many people were going out and buying tickets, and then they would just start dreaming about, if we won, we could do this, or we could help these people, or we could buy that thing we've always wanted, whatever it is. It just gets you out of your stagnant, oh, life sucks, oh, not you, but like people in general, like, oh, I gotta pay bills, oh, I'm stressed about my life. Instead, they get into this energy of dreaming and thinking of all the things that could be possible. The possibilities are endless, the potential is endless. It's something like that, and maybe you're inspired to just experience so many new things that you've never experienced before. Let's get one more card of wisdom or advice from Spirit for AJ, just on all the new fun, cool things going on in his life. And we have Zebra. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Specifically, when we are stepping out of those comfort zones, it doesn't always feel good. Even if we're excited about, yeah, I'm going to work out and do these things, and then we get out there and like, this is harder than I thought. And it's like, just know that you're safe, you're protected, and whatever it is you're, being asked to by Spirit or your higher self to step out of those comfort zones and expand yourself, expand those horizons, just know that you're safe and protected as you do so. All right. That was a fun reading, AJ. Thanks for asking the question. I'm pumped up now. I'm so pumped for you. You're very inspired. And I think you're also going to inspire other people. People are going to see shifts and changes in you that are going to inspire them to, level themselves up in some way and just do their life a little differently than they have been. Step out of their comfort zone. You really are acting as this inspirational beacon of light for other people. Eight of Emotions is on the back of the deck here. So this is about walking away from the things that are no longer emotionally serving you. Could even be a kind of a codependent friendship, or someone that, like, even just thinking of them or seeing them or hanging out with them, it almost just makes you cringe. Like, oh, it's such, not in a mean way, but like, it's like you feel energetically drained when you're done hanging out with the person. You're maybe examining a relationship in which you feel drained when you leave this person's energy. It could even be a coworker. It doesn't necessarily have to be a friend, but you're just pulling back your energy and setting some proper boundaries with somebody. Yeah. Especially if you are really leveling yourself up, it's going to become blatantly obvious to you that this person's kind of an energy vampire in a way, if that makes sense. I know it's so mean to say, but like, they're not meaning to be an energy vampire. They just kind of are, if that makes sense. All right, Michelle Lynn. Thanks again for your donation, AJ. I hope that resonated for you, and you are absolutely so welcome. All right. Sweet Michelle Lynn, let's get into your reading. Anything this month I should be aware of, or will it be a quiet month? Curious who is trying to help me with the card you pulled. Yes. Seeing a doctor for my back next week and praying for good news. Yes, let's pray. Send Michelle all the good prayers and vibes for good news with her back, her issue. She injured her back working out a couple months ago now, huh? Yeah, but let's just tune into this energy. Anything she should be aware of, and kind of honing in on the card we pulled for her, who is trying to help her. It might even be your own mom. Sorry, your own dad, because Muse, this is the king of emotions. We also have the Ace of Inspiration and the Queen of Inspiration. Yeah, your parents, both parents. I don't know if your dad is a water sign. That would be your Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And if your mom quite possibly would be a fire sign, which would be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't necessarily have to be for this to still be your parents. It's like they are, they're helping you. Oh, mom's a Leo and dad's an Aries. Oh, the fiery couple. I love it. Oh, her birthday just passed. That's so fun. Yeah. Well, I'm seeing the cheetah here. So they're telling me for you to look up the spirit animal of a cheetah. I don't know if you can barely see it. He's kind of tiny on here, and I don't have the greatest focus on this specific camera. But yeah, look up the spirit animal of a cheetah, which they are the fastest moving land animal, right? This is about making things happen, about going out there and, making life happen. Too fiery. They're divorced now. I can see. Yeah, that could be a pretty fiery deal. But yeah, you're feeling very inspired. So you are getting help from maybe a parent, or it could be someone you look up to that's like a parent, maybe even a grandparent. It doesn't necessarily just have to be your parents. Even if they are split up, they can, each help you in their own individual ways. But I'm really honing in specifically on the one you live with. That's the one who's probably going to help or support you more in some way. They're helping you, or maybe something this parent says, it's just sparking this little idea or inspiration within you. And spirit is actually working through both your parents right now. Something they say maybe on the phone or in conversation, it's sparking an idea for you that's like, why didn't I think of that? I mean, it could be simple as your mom saying something like, oh, when you do your laundry, have you thought of doing it this way? And maybe it has nothing to do with laundry, or whatever it is. Maybe she's talking about a TV show. I don't know. Saying, oh, on this TV show, this guy did this and that. And it just sparks something that has nothing to do with what she said, but it lights something within you. So I would say it's going to be as quiet or as inspiration and fiery as you want it to be this month. You're in the driver's seat here. You're in the driver's seat of making life what you want it to be. So if you want to take it easy and relax, you can stay home, have some quiet nights at home, find some activities to do at home. Or if you want to get out there and experience life and mix it up and make things happen, you can also go that route. And it's very interesting, Michelle, because every time I do a reading for you, it's almost like you can manifest whatever you wanted. If you wanted to go on that staycation, you do it. If you want to switch jobs, you do it. If you you're so much more of an amazing manifester than you ever give yourself credit for. Let's tune into that manifestation energy from Michelle. I want to know more about this. I'm intrigued. My curiosity is piqued. What's going on? Yes, Page of Cups, Page of Emotions. This is very, it's almost like you stumble upon your own manifestation in ways that you just would never have thought. It's not like you are sitting here a lot of times setting an intention that, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and then this will happen, and then I'll do this, and then that will happen. A lot of times something just sparks or something just comes into your awareness, and you're like, okay, yeah, I can roll with that. And then you could take it way, way down the road. You could really make something amazing happen, or you could just dabble in it and then go on your merry way. You really have the power to manifest. And I don't know that you know that, but you really do. You've been watching your thoughts lately and trying to manifest a better reality. Yeah. And this also is about both this combination specifically. Sorry. All three of them. Major, major creative person who can manifest the reality they want, create the life they want. Same and same. This is about creating the life you want by speaking it into existence, taking action in the direction of making it your reality. Just trying new things, and it's almost like they're showing me like a little girl going into her mother's closet and trying on all her jewelry and her clothing and her makeup, and just trying on new looks just to see, without the fear of getting caught and yelled at for ruining the lipstick or whatever. This is just about you trying things and just seeing what fits, and maybe knowing for sure, oh yeah, that thing definitely doesn't fit. And just getting out there and experiencing things, trying things, just putting yourself out there if you want to, or even staying home and trying new things at home. You're going to create this month to be whatever it is you want. Let's get some words of advice or wisdom for Michelle for this month, and just anything else we need to know about that helpful person from her card pull. We have Zebra as well. Very interesting. These are like collective messages coming out tonight, but I'm going to pull one more as well. But it says, let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. And we were telling AJ with this card to step out of that comfort zone, and knowing that when you step out of the comfort zone, you're still going to be safe and protected. Even if you feel like, I don't know anybody here. This is all new to me. I'm scared I'm going to mess up, all the things. But this is you knowing you're safe and protected as you go about your life and move forward and try new things. Ooh. And then the snow leopard comes out. It's not a cheetah, but it's still in the big cat family. Look at that. So look up cheetah, snow leopard, and zebra. All three of those spirit animals are going to have a major message for you today. And it says here, take time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So I kind of just like hinted at that staycation. I don't know if you've done that, or, literally the staycation can be at your house. You don't have to leave your house to go on a staycation. This could just be you saying, hey mom, or who all you live with, I'm literally taking the next day or the weekend or whatever it is, and I'm just going to be on my own, doing my own thing, eating my own snacks, watching my own movies, journaling, meditating. You don't have to like go into detail about what you're doing, but just saying, I'm having a little time with myself. Or maybe this could even look like you going, getting your hair did, nails did, going to a spa, getting a massage, whatever lights you up as far as taking care of yourself. But this is about you taking time from your just daily grind, daily routine, and recharging, resetting, doing a reset. They're showing me the channel. I think her name, it's spelled like this. Let me cut that. So it's like Michelle. I know it's the same name as you, but it's spelled much different. Michelle B. She's like a productivity, like inspiration, daily routine type of YouTuber. They're showing me her channel specifically about like daily routines or like doing a reset. If you look up Michelle B and then reset, if you just YouTube search Michelle B reset, there's plenty. She's done plenty of videos on doing like a energetic reset or like a routine reset, things like this. Maybe look into that. Spirit showed it to me, so I'm passing along the information if you want to do some homework and watch those videos and see what, oh, you want to get a new haircut. I just want to be a new version of me. I literally cut my hair 2 days ago. Yeah. And I've been talking about, oh, I want to get my hair cut. I want to get my hair cut since January. Finally was just like, you know what? It's never going to be a good time. We're just going to do it now. And I made the layers in the front a little shorter. It's not that the layers are too short. It's just that the two kind of layers I have here are like both the same. So it almost looks like it's bad on this side, but it's great on this side. So my hair's up tonight. I think next week I'm going to wear it down just to show you guys. Maybe I'll grow out a little more. I could also kind of cut my bangs a little shorter so that the layers are more, defined as two separate layers rather than just one long layer that just stays like this. It's kind of fun. Yeah. Maybe when we're all done, I could show you guys, but I don't want to pull my hair out and then have it all, not like literally pull my hair out, but you know what I'm saying. I did the unicorn cut, and I knew I was being a little liberal on the front end part of it with the layers. I knew I was, yet I pulled those scissors and kept going anyway. It doesn't look bad per se, but I can tell that those layers, specifically like the bangs layer and then the one that's kind of like this hair here that kind of sits here, it's almost just like one level instead of like a cascade effect that kind of goes, shoo. It's more like, shoo, like that. Well, thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. Yeah, getting a new style will inspire you again. Absolutely. I mean, it's funny because I have had this shirt in my drawer. I fold like my t-shirts up in a drawer. I've had this shirt in a drawer since my mom was here for my birthday in April. I bought it in April, from a secondhand store with new tags on it. Well, my mom bought it for me. And I'm like, I love it. The colors are fun and vibrant. Literally today is the first day I ever wore it. I took the tag off of it this morning before my kids' tennis camp. I'm like, I'm wearing that today. I just feel bright and colorful and inspired because I cut my hair. I've been, just wanting to spice up my surroundings, want to spice up my look, my wardrobe. So it really kind of is a ripple effect. When we make those internal shifts, then we start to see them external or want to see them reflected in the external, specifically if it's a shift with yourself, wanting to, get in shape or cut your hair or whatever it is, to have that external match that internal shift that you've made. Yeah. Yeah, they will definitely grow. I've definitely had way worse back in the day. I mean, I could show you guys some pictures of my hair back in the day. This one hairstylist I had used to thin my hair. What a nightmare. Let's just put that out there. It was a nightmare. But yeah. I definitely have never had my hair too short because it's so curly when the longer it gets, the more the curls kind of get waved and they come more waves, which to me is a lot of times easier to deal with until it gets too long and then it's all just too much to deal with. But when my hair's I think my hair is about, I cut this much off of it. When it's curled, it only looks like this much, but when you pull it straight, it's more like that much. But yeah, I can show you guys when I'm all done here. But I want to finish Anna's 2 readings, Earthy Davis 2 readings. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, look what's on the back of the deck too, Michelle. I told you look up Cheetah, and there she is. Let's read the message. Get clear on your intention. Stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goal. So yeah, it's all about setting those intentions. Yes, Leo season is a good time to cut my mane. Yes. What a great observation. I love that. Do it. You won't regret it. Even though I kind of I can fix that. I don't regret it. I haven't had a headache since I cut my hair. I think sometimes my hair, because my hair is not just thick. Every individual strand is so coarse. I compare my strand of hair to, say, my sister or my mom or any of my kids. One strand of my hair is so thick and coarse, it's like 5 or 6 of their hairs pulled straight, it looks like one hair. My hair is just one strand of my hair is so thick. It's ridiculous. So it gets very heavy. All right. You are so welcome, Michelle. I just had fun. It's like girls hangout night. I love it. Girls night. AJ was here earlier, but he's an honorary member. Okay, let's see. We have Anna now. So it's 136.52. 136.52. Anna, Earthy Deva's first question. Okay, so she has a 1 card and a full read. So let's go to her email. You're so welcome, Michelle. Absolutely. Okay. And she donated back here. Here we are. Hi, Amanda. I hope you and your doggy. It's funny because he just started barking. He is doing so well. Yeah, he's feeling fine. It's almost like last couple weeks never happened. He's back to his old tricks. And he's been barking a lot less. He's only barked a couple times today, which really brings my anxiety and stress levels down a lot. But she has 2 questions for today. 1 card pull about the situation with the guy I was dating. His name is Samuel or Samuel. It's Samuele. Is that Samuel or Samuel? Well, Spirit will know who we're talking about, so it doesn't matter too much. And then the second is reading about my future partner. Will feel when he sees me the first time, how he will see me. Thank you in advance for your time and energy. You have a depth and softness with your readings that can truly bring comfort and clarity at this time. Well, thank you for the compliment. That means a lot to me. That's beautiful. I love how you worded that. I love that. So let's start with the 1 card pull about the situation with the guy you were dating, named Samuel or Samuel, however you pronounce it. Spirit knows who we're talking about. So for Anna's 1 card, situation with Samuel. What's going on? Okay. Wow. Okay. So 3 of Wands here, which is good. Let's see. So with the 5 of Emotions, this is 5 of Cups, and this is all about, there's tears here. So there's history, there's sadness, pain, bittersweet, happiness, all of that rolled into it. But things became very burdensome. You might have felt very, stifled or, energetically, like, or maybe even both of you felt this way about each other at times, where maybe you're better off as friends. Like, as friends, like, certain times the dynamic in the relationship was really great, but then as more lovers or romantic, things felt heavier or weighed down, or the burden of the relationship just felt just more or just heavier in some way. Um, yeah, and it's very interesting. I would normally tell someone, "Oh, just go look up the symbolism of a bull," but they're telling me to actually look it up and read it for you right now. I don't know why, but I'm gonna do it. Maybe he's a Taurus, Taurus Sun Moon rising. Not necessarily, but let's just see. I'm gonna go Google like spirit animal of a bull. So let's see. 2 seconds. Okay, bull spirit animal. Okay, so here it is. Okay. Bulls are often connected with virility and abundance. These masculine animals are held as sacred within a number of ancient cultures and loom large in history of human agriculture, whereas a source of food, or whether as a source of food or farther from which new generations of cattle are born. The bull is the king of livestock animals. Read on to learn more about. Okay, so let's just see. I'm gonna intuitively select because this is a very long article. Okay, specifically about the horn, because that's the distinction, among other parts of the bull, but that's one of the main distinctions between a bull and a cow. So let's see as far as the horn goes. So ancient symbols connected to the horn of the bull with the sun. Okay, so the sun. And the motif is especially prevalent in ancient Egypt. However, global religions often share the connection between bulls and heat and fire and sunlight. Okay, and right as I read ancient Egypt, I just heard past life, past life, past life. So you did have a past life together with Samuel in ancient Egypt, and it was a very, dynamic connection. It was a very loving connection at that time. And so I think there was that almost instant attraction between the two of you. But with the Three of Wands it means it's like you guys can go from one extreme to another at will, almost like things can add up. But there's this thing about communication being key to being able to really overcome any challenges that you had in the love department. But as far as just being friends and not making it a romantic connection, I think you guys can have a long-term relationship as far as friends go. But if you do have a romantic connection in the future, it's always going to be, there's going to be some struggles or some turmoil or, things you feel you have to overcome either on your own. Like maybe you're really having a time when you're together, or he's having a time, or when you come together, maybe the relationship itself feels burdensome because, you're busy with other things or he's busy with other things. And you guys you do shine better as friends or, a non-romantic connection, if that makes sense. But I don't know if there was some sort of travel or trip you took together at some point, even if it was just around your city, that you think fondly back on. But there might even be potential for something in the future for you guys to connect. Just hanging out, making plans together. I don't know if you guys even maybe met somewhere where you had like a mutually exclusive thing, or not mutually exclusive, like a mutual friend, or like you were attending the same college or something like this. There's something that brought the two of you together before you even knew each other, if that makes sense. Am I making sense? Spirit's showing me this, and I don't know if I'm conveying it the right way. I just want to get one word of advice on this relationship or on this connection for Earthy Deva and Samuel. And we have here the chimpanzee. Use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or to get answers to your question. Yeah, I think intuitively you know whether this connection works or not. But there is a lot of emotional backlog from not just that Egypt past life with the two of you, but other past lives that you had. They're showing me when you were the father of Samuel and he was your daughter in a different past life. But then that ancient Egypt past life, you guys were together, you had a family. It was a very intense and amazing romantic connection in that life. But then in that other life, it was like the father-daughter dynamic where you're the father, he was the daughter. But it was a very loving but yet challenging relationship in those times. in this other past life, because you as the father were very dominating over him as the daughter. And now sometimes maybe even in this life, it's like you still sometimes maybe want to, I won't say control him, but like maybe be in charge of the direction the relationship goes. Or when you guys were together, maybe you were the one in charge of planning the dates and, where you go and what you do together. And he was just kind of along for the ride. Not to say he didn't enjoy that you planned it. I think that was fine with him. But it's like you were taking on the kind of leadership role in the connection, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Make sure I'm putting these in the right. No, I'm not. There we go. I don't use the stack often, so sometimes I'm like, wait, what card is that? Is that upside down or not? Okay. Some of the cards are upside down, but like the wording is right side up. So I'm like, wait, is that reverse? What's going on? All right, so that's question 1 for Anna. So question 2, and I will timestamp this since I'm here. 1:45 on the dot. 1:45 on the dot. Okay, so this is her question, full question about number 2. Reading about my future partner about what my future, I cannot talk. Okay, delete, reset, rewind. Here we go. Reading about what my future partner will feel when he sees me the first time. How will he see me? Thank you in advance for your time and energy. You have a depth and soft. Okay, we read that part. Thank you for your compliments. I'm gonna get specific depths. I know Spirit's showing me specific ones I want to get for this reading, and I'm gonna grab them. I just recently moved everything up, so bear with me for 2 seconds while I find what I'm looking for. Okay, this one. And this one. And they're telling me to go to this tarot deck, so we're switching it up. All right. Last but certainly not least, and we are switching it up. And of course, if anyone's just joining us and wants reading, we can definitely accommodate their reading as well. Okay, back to the question here. Okay, so we're going to start with tarot. But let's see what we got for, and I'm going to read it as we go. So I'm going to go back to my email. About Anna's future partner, tuning into Anna and her future partner's energy. How the partner will feel when he sees her for the first time, and how he will see her. Let's tune into that. And we have here the 9 of Cups. So you're going to be like his type, wish fulfillment. He's going to be very, like, I won't say love at first sight, but it'll definitely be like attraction at first sight. Like, ooh, who's she? I got to get to know her. Yeah, you're definitely like, he already feels like when you first meet, and then probably later into the relationship, he's going to admit, like, I can't believe you gave me the time of day. Like, you're so out of my league. Like, I don't know if that's a thing they say in Italy, but here they say, like, oh, you're out of my league. If you feel like someone's better than you or something, like, it's like he knows he's a good person, but he's like, you're beautiful, you're a goddess. Like, he really does put you on a pedestal. And feels like he won the lottery when he found you, like personality-wise, looks-wise, like you hit all the marks for him, because he has really been through some things in love, and emotional fulfillment is something he's looking for. He was maybe even invested or involved in a lot of unemotionally available partners, but he might even see you for the first time when you're not in a great place mentally. Like, you might feel very sad. So it's like your full light isn't even shining, and he still notices you and is like, I wonder what her story is. She looks so sad. I want to talk to her. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, it's like you might even work together, or meet him through your work, or you meet him through his work, one or the other. But also I'm seeing like a travel. This person might be a foreigner, or, foreign to you, or you might be foreign to them, obviously vice versa. But you do come together to work together. Even if you don't meet this person through work, you're coming together to create something, be it a business, maybe a child, a home, eventually, obviously. Let's see. And then the sun is coming out. Yes, this is like brightness after all the gloom of his past relationship. So he's definitely going to see you as this beacon of beautiful light. it's like he just wants to orbit you. Like he wants to worship you and orbit the sun, but not like in a creepy way. This isn't creepy. This is very lovely energy. This is not codependent energy. This is, I'm my own person, you're your own person, but like, wow, you're amazing. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. But let's really get into, how he sees Anna. How her future partner sees Anna. Yes, absolutely. The companion card. So it says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. This is, he just wants to be of service to your life. He wants to be there for you. He wants to do things for you. He wants to buy things for you. He wants to love you. He wants to be with you. He wants to love you. But again, not in like a codependent, clingy kind of way. There's a very healthy balance with his life and what he has going on, but also loving you. Beautiful balance. I'm not seeing codependency here. And then he loves this destroyer energy within you, this like spark, this fire, this passion. But this is releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. So again, you might meet him at a time in your life where you feel like things are very emotionally heavy, where you're ready to make a lot of big changes in your life. That's when he comes on the radar, or you come onto his radar, and vice versa. Maybe he's also going through a lot of things in his life when he first meets you as well, and you are literally like the sun that brings him back to life. Because they're showing me like this plant that's been, just completely without sun, without water, without all the things it needs, and it's just wilted over, just like I'm gonna die. And then the sun comes out, and it's just angels singing. Like that's the breath of life you're giving back to him just by being yourself and showing up as a beautiful, just what he deserves. Because he's been in a lot of relationships where people didn't treat him the best, and it's kind of like Spears giving me that expression, nice guys finish last. That's something, again, that we say in the US. It's like, oh, nice guys finish last. It's even a Green Day song. The band Green Day has a song, Nice Guy. Well, one of the lyrics says, nice guys finish last. I don't know the name of the actual song. I'd have to kind of sing it in my head to get to the chorus of it. But yeah, he definitely sees you as someone, or what I'm saying is, a lot of times, because he is such a good guy, a lot of women in his past have taken advantage of that, or just thought, oh, well, this is too easy. I want someone who's going to abuse and abuse me. It's usually more on a subconscious level and conscious level that people want that to happen. But let's just see anything else that stands out for Anna's next romantic, what do you call it? Long-term committed love. What is it he sees in her especially when they first meet? Yeah, again, you deserve love here as the second card came out. You are lovable. He sees that you deserve love, and he wants to be the one to give that to you. And then we got the children card, yes. And then the sun, remember, the sun just giving life, the collaboration with the Three of Pentacles, giving life. What he sees in you is the mother of his children. Like, that's what he sees. Maybe not the first thing that comes to his mind, like, there's the mother of my children, but like, there's something about you and your energy, even if you are in a sad place when he meets you or when you meet him, that you light him up. Like, I need to get to know her. Like, it's like an instant attraction, not like love at first sight, but like attraction at first sight. It says your love life is being affected by children, but I think this is like the souls of your children playing Cupid to get you two together so that you can get together and allow them to be born. Of course, if you do not want children, that does not mean that you have to have that. But if you do, there's some souls working behind the scenes to bring you together with this person so that they can come forward. But if you do not want children, this is just spirit working behind the scenes to bring you together, because there's something you're creating. If it's not children, there's something you're creating together that this world needs, that is a unique energetic expression that only you and this person can create. Whether that is a home, a happy home together, whether that's children, whether that's a business, whatever it is you're creating in your life together as a couple, the world needs it. Energetically speaking, the world needs it. So Spirit is helping orchestrate this thing to bring it forward so that you can have this. It's beautiful. All right, I want to get one more. Just word of advice or wisdom for Anna as she's waiting for this Mr. Right. I love his energy, though. It's such just like devotion. Like, that's the word that comes forward. Is just such a loyal and devoted person. Then we have Cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. Yeah, and this is about, clearing things from the past. It's like, am I focusing on the spilled cups or am I focusing on the cups that are still upright? It's all about choosing, not spiritually bypassing all the bad things and, the spilled cups and everything, but really facing those things that are holding you back, those past resentments, guilt, wounds, traumas from the past, really doing that healing work so that you can be your greatest version, not just for this relationship, but just for you as a person to live your best life, and really bring those polarities into balance and become a really great version of yourself, because that's what's going to attract a really great version of this person that wants to be with you. They're just so devoted and amazing. And, not to say that any relationship is perfect. It's not, but there's so much good about this relationship that even when it's a struggle or things are difficult in the relationship, you just want to roll up those sleeves and get it back to good, because this person means that much to you. You mean that much to them, that it's so worth balancing things out and making things work when you do have a fight or a disagreement of sorts. Let's just get one more to wrap this up for Anna, please, Spirit. One more. King of Cups, there he is. Yes, Mr. Emotional Fulfillment. Here he is. Look at that. Yes, he is very, this is not a codependent King of Cups. This is someone who fills their own emotional cup, but then wants to give to you from their overflow and help you feel your greatest emotional contentment. And together you're working on, it's not that codependent, oh, you scratch your back, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But this is more of, wow, I feel so good about myself, I want to make you feel good. And it's like you guys are just going to play like, what's the word, like tag, like, oh, here, I'm giving you good energy, and then you run and like, I'm giving you good, like, you're just playing tag with all this beautiful and good energy. So, it's so lovely. So lovely. I'm excited for this. So yeah, I hope that resonated, Anna, and brought you some guidance, clarity, excitement, and you're ready to meet this person. But also, in the meantime, you're taking time to heal and become that amazing version of yourself that you are. I mean, you already are that version of yourself. It's just about peeling back the layers to find that version, which we are all works in progress. No one is perfect on this planet. And we all have, new ways of being or versions of ourselves we're striving to become so that we can live our best life. And that's what you're working on right now. And, until you meet this person. So I hope that resonated for you. Big hugs. I wish you the best of luck in finding this person. They sound like an amazing, amazing person. Yay. That's what we like to see here, folks. Yes, it is. All right. So that's going to do it. I have not filmed this week, so I do not have a pick a card going up tomorrow as I had wanted to on Monday. I wanted to have something out Thursday, but didn't happen. Tennis camp is ending tomorrow, so I will have a little more free time during the mornings to actually be home and film next week. But then I think Boston starts, oh my gosh. Yeah, Boston has band camp from the 12th through the 19th. So that's like at least the middle of next. Oh, I don't even know dates. It's the 3rd, right? Let's see. I'm trying to think of, I'm thinking out loud here. Yeah, it'll be, maybe I have the dates. No, I think it's the 10th through the 19th. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. So I should have time this weekend and early next week to film something for next week. Maybe even get a jump on the week ahead of that so that I can get something out. But the kids go back to school in, let's see, 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, like a month, a little less than a month away. They're going back the 30th and the 31st. Boston starts a day before Wrigley because he's going to a new school. He's the low kid on the totem pole in middle school. I cannot believe my baby is going to middle school. That's crazy to me. But yeah, so I'm going to definitely, specifically into September, October, November, I'm going to have so much more work time because the kids will not be home full time and I won't have to be taking them to all their activities. Not that I'm complaining. I love it. But I'm ready to get back on my workhorse, if that makes sense. I'm ready to be of service to everybody and to be able to write more and, of course, still be a mom and balance out everything. But I love working. I love it. I love it. And I don't get to do enough of it when the kids are home, but, seasons of life. So I'm trying to be present in everything I'm doing. So yes. Oh, yours goes back on the 6th of September. Yeah, that's still not that far away. It's a little over a month from now, not too much. When will we be doing the throat chakra? Yes, I had planned to pick that back up on Wednesday. So we're gonna finish our chakra ritual series on Thursday. And those of you who missed the first what 4? Yeah, the root, the sacral, solar plexus, and heart. We've done those 4. You can just go back. The last 2 or 3 were not those ritual videos, but if you go a little farther back, we have the root, sacral, solar plexus, and heart chakra rituals at the beginning of those live streams that you can go through and do as many times as you want. And there's also a collective reading to go along with those if you would choose to go back. This is the thing with timeless readings is even if you have gone 4 years since you've done something, you're going to get something different out of that same collective reading than maybe you did the first time. So those are always going to be available until YouTube deletes them, because I'm not deleting them, for you to utilize at your leisure. If you choose to utilize them, they will be there for you. So yes, we're going to be picking it up. My next live tarot reading will be next Wednesday, guaranteed, but I'm kind of thinking I might possibly, if I can swing it, be here on Friday this week. So 2 days from now, fingers crossed, sometime during the day. So if you're in the US, anywhere between Pacific time 9 a.m. through, I don't know, before the evening time on the East Coast, let's put it that way. So sometime during the day, most likely. And it might just be a 1 hour quick live stream because the kids will be home. And I can usually find or queue up some hour-long activity that they can do without my direct supervision. Me just being in the vicinity is good enough that they can watch a movie together or jump on the trampoline with the sprinkler. They're real safe. We got a net around it, so they're good. And they're literally, the trampoline's right out my window, so I can find an hour-long activity that they can do that I can come live. Hopefully, that I don't have a whole bunch of laundry or something that I'm like, oh, I probably should do this instead. Because I just miss hanging out with you guys so much. I want to go back to going live twice a week. It's been really affecting my well-being because I miss you guys. Yes, it will be the last super moon of the year this next week. Yes, that's exciting. But yeah, we'll get more into this. We'll do our throat chakra ritual possibly Friday, but if not Friday, it will definitely be next Wednesday. And then the next rituals will just go on from there. And what else? Yeah. My writing channel, I've been MIA over there. Not that I haven't been writing. Technically, I've been more editing than writing, but I've been doing the work. I just haven't been filming the process of doing the work. I need to do a little wrap-up video on my writing channel about July, all my progress I made in July. I'm really happy with what I got figured out during July. So I'm going to do that video probably this weekend. And what else? I think that's it, really. Yeah. Now Walter's barking. I already fed him, so I might just see if he wants to go out. But yeah, you guys, I love you. I had fun. Thanks again so much. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Live on my main channel, first thing linked in the description below, on my writing channel / vlog personal channel. If you want to be interested in that, feel free. That's also linked below. Anyone interested in booking a personal reading with me, my email is amanda@thefotodesign.com, linked also below. What else is linked below? All the things are linked below. But I love you guys. I had so much fun. Of course, when these live streams are over, I never want to leave because you guys are just amazing. And I love you, and I'm just sending you all the good vibes and hoping you have a wonderful rest of your week. And if I see you Friday, we will dive in for our throat chakra ritual and collective reading. Thank you so much, and I love all of you. Thanks again for hanging out with me. It wouldn't be the same without you. All right, you guys, love you. Have a beautiful evening or morning or whatever time it is where you're at. All right, love you. Bye. Maybe. Did I push it? There it is. It's popping up. Okay, end. All right, love you. Bye.